You didn't have one in your house growing up?
Nope.
Really?
And then when you got one, you
Life was
probably hear
simpler.
your neighbors
Think about
talking,
it.
right?
How nice that must have
And
been.
then then
Yeah,
we
you could
finally got
eavesdrop.
one, and it was a 2 or 3 party line, and how they like to pick it up and listen to the
As
call.
you say, depending on the party, it could be
I
nice.
didn't know that was a thing.
That's funny.
I remember party lines.
John, you have the thing you wanted to do on 33A today. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's on your.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pass me the red folder there or something? It's TJ, she says it's 25 feet from the center of the road, so that brings you to where probably there?
Past that, it's 12-foot lane, so it's 12 feet more at least.
Okay, there's no way then. You ready? Okay, it's 3 o'clock, I'm gonna call the meeting to order. Roll call, Brian?
Here.
Sue?
Here,
Smith is here. We have 2 quick non-publics. I make a motion to go into non-public, session 1, RSA 91A32D, and session 2, RSA 91A32E. Do I have a second?
second,
Roll call, Brian?
Aye.
Sue?
yes.
Smith is yes. Non-public.
301.
I make a motion to re-enter the public meeting.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Make a motion to seal the non-public minutes of session 1 and session 2. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
315.
Alright. So we have, I think we did this when I first got elected, but under 33A, there's supposed to be a municipal records committee. It was brought to our attention. There is no required meeting of that committee in the sense of minutes, postings, agenda, but we're supposed to have the municipal officers or the designee. He's supposed to get together with the clerk, treasurer, and assessor and tax collector. That shall constitute the committee, and they govern the disposition of the municipal records. So basically, we're doing it already. The treasurer does her records, the clerk does her records, Matt does his records, assessing, etc. does their records. But I think we need to designate Matt as our liaison to this, to the people who are gonna do it. And he's already been doing it anyway, but we're gonna make it more official. We're gonna, not more official, reassign you as it, I guess. So I'll make a motion, for lack of a better term. I'll make a motion to designate the town administrator as our designee to the municipal committee under RSA 33A:3.
Second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
There was another issue brought to our attention way back in front of 86 Main Street with the parking that was occurring, with the private signs being placed. We finally got an answer from DOT. Basically, they're saying that the right-of-way is prescriptive, and it goes 25 feet from the center of the road either direction to a 50-foot width. Bottom line is, they can't be prescribing parking in front of 86 Main Street. It's not lawful. It's not in their deed. State, it's not legal under state prescriptive right-of-ways. So I think, because even though we have no jurisdiction as a board or a town, but people always ask us about it, and we were asked in a meeting, I think Matt, the town administrator, should send a letter to the owner advising him of DOT's opinion regarding he can't put those signs out there until indicating people can't park there, because the signs have no force of law behind them. So, anybody have a question on that? I'm gonna make a motion just for Matt to do it. No?
No.
So I'll make a motion to authorize the town administrator to send a letter to the owner of 86 Main Street for the reasons I just discussed. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
They can get you that email too.
Yeah, thanks.
Get him the email, and, you don't have to even address the signs may be covered under the sign ordinance and the zoning ordinance, him putting those signs out, but I don't think he'll put them out once he realizes he can't do it anyway, meaning he can't isolate that parking for his own personal tenants. So, I think we'll just leave it for that and the signs for now. You got anything, TJ?
No, not up here.
Brian, you got anything? No?
No.
Well, for the sake of time, I'm gonna go through some of these up here, because we have a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Yeah.
you, warrants.
Okay.
While you're going through those, can announce it tomorrow will be the first day we try magnesium for dust control.
Oh, tomorrow's gonna be the first
Tomorrow's
day?
gonna be the first day. We're gonna have first delivery at 8 o'clock. We used all we have of calcium and we washed the tanks out. So there's no calcium in them, and they're having our first delivery tomorrow.
Oh, that's good.
Where's it going first?
Probably Thurley Road, we're kind of the test people for a 5-gallon pail that you dump into the truck and then put 1,000 gallons of water with it.
Wow.
I don't believe it'll
You're
work.
skeptical,
We're gonna try it, yeah, we're gonna try it, and then,
That's a concentrated magnesium?
yeah, and this is like it's called like a dust gone or something that they want us to try, and we're gonna try it. But then the magnesium will probably either Valley Road or Bench Road, wherever they grade next. But the good thing about magnesium is that calcium, when it binds the molecules together, stays pliable. When magnesium dries and bonds everything together, it's a solid. So it could potentially, hold our gradings longer, less
Oh, good.
dust. And it's, one other bonus is it's better for the environment. We have quite a bit of water around here.
Right,
It is,
good.
but-
Once you apply some, will you take me and show me? I'd love to see what
Yeah.
it looks like.
Yeah.
All right, so again, for the sake of time for downstairs, I have let's see, this is an abatement application. It's for the water and sewer department. There was a water leak and the water did not go through the sewer system. So our sewer system bills by water going in, water going out. In this case, it was an external leak, didn't go in the sewer. The abatement is justified. It is for map, hold on a minute, 91, let me just verify this. It's for 59 Moultonville Road, map 91, lot 5. The abatement amount is $343.17. I make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Got a land use change tax. It is for in the amount of $150 for map 75, lot 18. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So this is the bill for the land use change tax. Same map and lot, map 75, lot 18, in the amount of $150. Make a motion to approve that.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I have 7 clerical abatements. These are for, I'm gonna make one motion at the end. Map 254, lot 9, the property is state exempt, it's owned by the state. Map 254, lot 6, the same reason. Actually, I'm gonna go back. The first one, the amount was $406 going back to the state. The second one was $389 going back to the state. The next one is for map 14, lot 14, sub 2. The year built was incorrect on this park model trailer. The abatement is for $66. Next one is map 254, lot 10. Property was bought by the state and it's exempt. That abatement is $515. Next one is map 14, lot 14, sub 8. Camper wasn't on site in 2024. The abatement is $16. Next one is map 104, lot 14, sub 8. The camper wasn't on site in 2023. The abatement is $51. Next one is map 29, lot 1, sub 110. Property was sold in March of 2023. The abatement is $216. The next one is map 29, lot 1, sub 110. Property sold in March of 2023. Hold on a minute. Okay, first one was, same map and lot. First one was for tax year 24. Second one was for tax year 23. That was in the amount of $432. Again, for the record, it was map 29, lot 1, sub 110 for both of them. Next one was for map 29, lot 1, sub 624. Camper was registered for the 2023 tax season. The abatement is $233. The next one was map 73, lot 141. Camper was registered for the 23 tax season. The abatement is $348.62. Make a motion to approve all these clerical abatements.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
You took out a bunch of stuff to downstairs, sir?
Well, they're, the water and sewer warrant.
Okay. Okay, we can save that for downstairs. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go through the rest of this here. I have an original warrant tax yield levy. This is for timber. It is for map 241 lot 24 and 241 lot 20 in the amount of $337.92. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Yes, so you gotta sign that.
Yeah, and it's for, excavation taxes. Somebody was,
So you gotta sign this and pass that to Brian.
okay.
I have a yield tax levy, same thing for timber. It's for map 87, lot 39, in the amount of $1,394.33. Make a motion to approve this. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Brian, you gotta sign this one. Second page. I have the same thing, a yield tax levy, map 124, lot 7, in the amount of $0. They still have to file even though they didn't cut. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yield tax levy, I should have did these all in one motion, but let me see. Hold on. Before I keep going, I'm gonna do the rest of these. So I have four more. Okay, I have a yield tax levy, map 49, lot 3, in the amount of $198.02 for a timber cut. Let me just check the back. I have another one for map 261, lot 20, for a timber cut at $1,991.43. Another one, map 16, lot 10, in the amount of $464.55 for a timber cut. And the final one is map 250, lot 6, in the amount of $130.16 for a timber cut. Make a motion to approve them.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Sign the second page.
Yep.
I have a request for an abatement. This is from the owner of map 47, lot 40, along with a note from the town clerk recommending we refund $9.51. in interest on a tax bill because the postmark date was accurate. We just got it 3 months after the fact, so the postal service held this letter. So I'll make a motion to grant this abatement as recommended by the town clerk tax collector in the amount of $9.51.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Alright. I'll save this for downstairs along with this. You wanna save these or just want me to go through these?
Yeah, I see there's 4 lines there.
Okay, I'll go through these. I have 4 excavation tax warrants. The map, let's see, 124, lot 23, total amount due 0 because they didn't excavate what they were originally intended. Next one is for map 231, lot 1, in the amount of $70. Next one is map 266, lot 7, in the amount of $10,530.94. That's a big one. Just for the record, that was 526,000 yards. Wow. The next one is map 130, lot 10, in the amount of $904.84. Make a motion to approve these excavation tax warrants.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
You gotta sign that one, and then pass them both down to Brian. You know this?
All set. Thank you. Thank you, dear.
Get that one too.
I hope so.
Hey, oh, I got 2, maybe they were stuck together. Just double checking to make sure. I'll save these for downstairs just for a few things. Do you have anything else? Sue?
No,
Matt, TJ? Got anything up here? No? Well, I'm gonna recess to 4:15. Recess to 4:15. I didn't make a motion, I'm just recessing.
3:31.
That's it.
Well, I mean, you can play.
We're gonna be down there doing a bunch of work.
Hang out at the bar.
You might see us down, so we have to run something out. Okay, yeah. I'll meet you down there sometime to look at it, so I can see what you're talking about. We can drink this.
Yeah, and then someone else told me.
I have to.
Seems like it's a long commute.
Yeah. That's a bit of a long.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody ready? All right, it's 4:16, I'm gonna reconvene the meeting. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm gonna open the meeting to the first public input. Go ahead,
Hi,
Jenny.
how's it going?
Good,
I'm-
hi.
Hi, I'm Jenny Spofford. I'm the library director over at the Ossipee Public Library. And I just wanted to let everyone know about a couple of upcoming programs we have. Tomorrow, Castle in the Clouds will be presenting at our library. The Land of Luck Now from Ossipee Mountain Park to the Castle in the Clouds. That will be tomorrow at 3:30. We also have Mother Goose visiting us on May 16th. It's Thursday at 6 p.m. We'll also be expanding our hours that day until 8 p.m. And finally, our friends are hosting their annual books and plant sale, which is happening Saturday, May 25th, and that is from 10 to 12 p.m. And that's it.
Great.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Next public input? Anything? Go ahead. State your name for the record, please.
Lynn Clark, Ossipee, New Hampshire. I just had some questions regarding the public hearing. Are you considering April 1st a public hearing regarding the matter with the demolition for Main Street building?
Stay tuned, the matter is in process, watch for an agenda.
Okay. And then I was wondering if you guys have ever seen the Wildlife Action Plan for the Conservation Commission.
I think I've heard of it, I don't know if I've looked at it recently.
Okay. And then, let's see. I just had a question, Brian, if you could clarify what harm can be done. I know you had mentioned that, and this might be one of those ongoing. I was just wondering if there was any study to determine that or assessments to determine about the harm that could be done if the building was torn down, or it wasn't torn down. You had mentioned it April 1st in that meeting,
In regards to
the harm that would be done.
by tearing the building down?
I believe you said if it's not torn down, there'll be harm done.
I think you were referring to maybe the mold issues and some of the issues with the building not being on the farm, if I recall.
Yeah, I'm just going to defer to not answering you because I don't know what you're talking about.
It's in the meeting minutes.
Any other public input before I move on?
I don't know if this is relevant. My name is Brian
Sure.
Marsalek,
Public
27
input.
Woodcrest Drive.
What was your name again?
Brian Marsalek.
Okay.
I had spoken to Matt, and I don't know if this is relevant, in regards to the assessments of the house, and basically the abatements. I just recently received the assessment from the individual that assessed the house, and speaking with Matt, basically they said there's possibly going to be a new assessment. My concern is that the current assessment of the housing is off the wall. Property that he assessed my land at 154, 1 acre, next lot over 25, same amount of acreage, 46,000. I just received his decision in regards to denying my abatement. I wanted to find out what the town is going to be doing because I'm going to drop a packet off of Matt. There's a major concern of what this individual did, the assessor. It's not relevant. He stated back to myself, 5 Woodcrest Drive, basically it had no garage, and assessed at 380. It has a garage. It's just, I don't know how we went about doing this assessment. I wanted to find out what the town was going to do in regards to, and they received a review, his assessor, the town assessor.
Did you talk to him? I don't know what he's referring to. He said you
He
signed-
filed for an abatement. We just got the initial abatement applications back from Jeff Earls with his recommendation. Mr. Marsley's property was recommended to deny because of a neighboring property that sold for a similar amount, and it was pretty cut and dry. So Avatar is going to take a once-over on everything, but I'm assuming based on Jeff Earls' abatement findings that that'll probably stand.
So Avatar is going to review his?
They are, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to wait. Avatar's our new assessor. They're the best one in the state. Let's let them review and see where it goes. And if you're still not happy, you can follow this up to the next chain of the challenging your assessment.
That was my concern because, like I said, I'm reading verbatim. It's just stated it is 380 but no garage. Number, it has a garage, so I'm like, how did this assessor go about assessing his property and doesn't know what is on the property?
Did he make an appointment with Avatar, do you know, or is Avatar just gonna look at it?
No, they're gonna quickly go through the
Okay,
boxes.
so let's wait and hear what Avatar says, and then we can go from there.
My request is, could I speak with the town assessor? I know he's going over this information Friday, the 22nd. Is it, can I make an appointment to speak with this?
They take appointments, you have to call.
I mean, you go into the selectman's office, speak with the assessing clerk about that. I'm sure he'd take a call or
Yeah.
you can figure that out with her.
Okay,
Yeah, go in
perfect.
to see Jesse in there.
All right,
Okay.
thank you. I was gonna interrupt this, I'll
Sure.
people there now.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for your time, I
Yep, no
appreciate
problem.
it.
Yeah, no problem. Any other public input before I move on?
Can I ask a question?
Sure, Darrell.
I'm just misunderstanding Avatar. I thought Avatar was a computer program.
It is.
Okay.
It's our assessing software, we use it for building permits, and they're actually a large company that does assessing in the state. They're the largest in the state.
Okay, so the computer is actually doing the assessing?
No, we have
Okay, that's what I'm not
a human
understanding.
being. The computer, it's the software, it's the system. There's a human being that enters it, makes the assessment.
So it just does it by a computer algorithm? It enters information? Nobody physically has to look at anything?
Sure he does.
Oh,
They
he
go
does?
out and visit properties all the time.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm still in, it's a company and a software program?
Correct.
It's a company that provides multiple municipal solutions, including several types of software and assessing services on the ground in the field.
They're huge. They're the best in the business.
Right, I talked to the guy when he was here,
Yeah.
and he said it was
Then you know
very,
he exists.
very, yeah, he came in with the car, and he said it's so simple that anybody could do it. So, I understand.
There you
Okay, now I understand.
Great, no problem. Okay, we're gonna move on. Sue, you have documents to read?
I have the check voucher totals, week ending May 11, 2024. Wages, $33,993.23. Payroll taxes, $9,768.20. Total payroll, $43,761.43. Accounts payable, week ending 5/11/2024. General fund total, $313,877.72. Fire precincts, $180,088.25. School payment, $976,408. Water, $7,574.47. Sewer, $10,767.79. FEMA, $159,900. Total accounts payable, $1,648,616.23. Total fund payments, $1,692,377.66. I make a motion, we approve these check voucher totals.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I have a warrant for water and sewer in the amount of $12,034.56. I make a motion, we approve this water sewer warrant.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I have another warrant for water and sewer in the amount of $21,657.21. I make a motion, we approve this water sewer warrant.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. I have a water and sewer warrant in the amount of $303.73. I make a motion, we approve this warrant.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I have a supplemental warrant in the amount of $216. I make a motion, we approve this supplemental warrant.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I have a supplemental warrant in the amount of $16. And I make a motion that we approve this supplemental warrant.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That's all I have.
Okay. I have two requests from the library trustees to appoint two alternates, one being Gene Vidler and one being Roger Takile. They're going to serve as an alternate trustee for a one-year term. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Matt, TJ, you got anything before I move on?
But I don't have anything else that we can talk about.
So we have to make a pretty large announcement, I would think. We've heard on and off over the years, we need a new police department, we need a new police department. The board has had quite a few non-public discussions about this on the RSA 91A32D. So the board signed a purchase and sales agreement to purchase the old, I shouldn't say old because it's a great, phenomenal building, New Hampshire Electric Co-op building. It's to the right of the transfer station. And we're going to also sell the old police department at the same time. The cost is $699,000. If you look, this building will serve the police department in perpetuity. They will not need to, the yard is huge, they can have an impound yard. The facility has, they can park all their cruisers inside. The highway department can use it for a loading dock. It's got so much potentiality for the future. And the big bonus is, we're going to fund this through $260,000 of ARPA money we've been sitting on. We're hoping to get, they're asking $399 for the old PD. We're hoping to maybe walk away with $350. The realtor thinks we'll have no issue selling it. We're going to be out of pocket for less than $100,000. We're going to find that between the PD's operating budget and the general operating budget. This is going to be literally no new tax appropriation. This is going to save millions in the future, because if you look at Wolfboro, they're building a combination public safety building right now, $14.4 million. Conway wanted to put an expansion onto their PD. It was almost $9 million and it failed. We're going to be into this for peanuts in the big picture, and this is going to serve us for a long time to come. So it's a tremendous asset. There's going to be a couple of public hearings on this to go through this process. The selectmen have the authority on the 4114A to go through this process. So stay tuned for those agendas. You'll see them posted when we're going to have these hearings. Our goal is to have one hearing here and have one on site at the location so people can actually see the building itself, as long as we get permission from the New Hampshire Co-op to do that. So it's a win-win. I think it's a huge announcement. And again, this is going to save the taxpayer millions in the future. And we always hear about, you've heard it in these meetings, budget committee, we need a new police department. Well, here's the opportunity. Again, at no cost to the taxpayer.
Also the wells, John.
What?
The well.
Yeah, plus we also have, speak to that.
So
This is
at the
an
transfer
actual
station,
side.
we have monitoring wells that monitor from that old landfill. And if we get a high reading of something, we have to notify every well that's within 1,000 feet of those wells. Well, that well is the only well that's within 1,000 feet of those. So if the town owned it, it'll be a benefit to the fact that we wouldn't have to notify anybody, and the testing might even go down for our transfer station, or the landfill, I'm sorry, not the transfer.
Our old landfill. So this is a side benefit of buying this. That wasn't the reason, but this is a side benefit. It's only 1.5 miles down the road from the old state. It's a great location. I mean, there's nothing bad about it. They came to us first with this. They presented us the offer. We couldn't resist it. So if everything goes well with the hearings, we're going to be owning this. And then the other one, we're doing a boundary line adjustment now with the old PD to separate off the playground area, because that's part of that same parcel. and we're gonna attach that to the Freight House parcel, and that's gonna go through the planning board, but it's being surveyed right now, so that's gonna take care of that. I'm trying to think, anything else on that I missed? No?
Communications part.
What about
There's
it?
a radio tower there that we could use for the communications for
That's true.
police
I mean,
department, highway, you might even be able to rent it out.
Yeah, right, everything, they got the keypads for the doors, everything's just super maintained, like there's nothing, it's not an old Chevy, it's co-op, so they maintain this, it's really like a dream come true. for
Yeah,
them.
the security, information
Security,
security is top notch being a power
Everything.
company. I
Yeah,
mean,
so,
Generator.
yeah, generator, it's got everything, it's perfect, it's a win.
I'm not gonna disagree. I think that we need a new police department.
Yeah.
I think it's probably a very good idea.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about like the water and sewer building across the street at this point. And then why do we need the parking? If you got that parking area,
We're selling the old PD,
I know.
yeah.
Just saying, you got a big parking lot there.
PD?
At the PD, you have a big parking lot.
We're selling that.
I know, but if
I'm
you
charging
didn't,
$400,000
Yeah,
of it.
but we need the money to purchase this building,
you also
otherwise,
have- yeah, you have the water and sewer building. Yeah.
the water sewer building you can't sell, that was given, the water sewer building across the street, you can't sell that. That was deeded to us by the state, and it has a deed restriction.
I thought the town owned it.
Nope.
What we do with the deed restriction
deed
is that we
restriction.
can't sell it,
Can't
profit
sell it.
from it. We looked into it.
We looked into it.
So
The
what?
states, I want to, hold on,
Okay.
the state sold it to the town back in the sixties, was it? I don't remember the details.
For like $1,500.
For like $1,500, but there's a deed restriction, we can't sell it. If we sell it, the state has a right to reclaim it.
Really?
Yeah, so the water sewer building is there to stay.
So what do we do about water and sewer building? Because that building needs to be
We're
taken
not,
care
we're
of as
not,
well.
we're focused, we're just buying a PD.
I know, but
That's a topic for another day.
I thought you would put all these together, is
No.
what I was,
No, this is nothing to do with water and sewer, Dallas.
I understand, but you're talking highway, you're gonna put the highway department down there.
No, no,
No, so the highway department, right now, they own 3 pieces of equipment that equal the whole value of that building. The grader was $333,000, the excavator was
Right.
$230,000, and the fire truck that we have for our water, we have to store those in the winter at another fire department, one of the fire truck, because that can't be outside because it
Right.
freezes. Well, the grader stays outside in an old pole barn all winter, and if you know anything about new diesel equipment, they have DEF fluid in them, and that stuff freezes. So we run into issues there. We have no place to store that, no place to store the excavator, so that's an option over there. They can put every cruiser they have and that equipment in it.
Right.
It would be all heated and stuff like, that's the only time the highway department would use it.
Okay, so you're not planning on
No.
combining, okay.
For
No,
the
no, no.
winter,
I
those-
guess I misunderstood.
No,
No,
this is a police department, it has secondary uses, that's what we're saying.
yeah, and there's a loading dock in there, you'll see it if you go there, there's a loading dock with a crane that's on the loading
yeah.
dock. So like when we get blades or we get anything that we have to take
Oh,
off
no,
by
I'm
hand
familiar
here,
with the
yeah.
building,
Yeah.
you know, I understand what building you're talking about. and the
Yeah, it
things
would
they
just
have
be
there.
winter use, for storage and
But
it
it's-
wouldn't,
Main thing
It's a
would be
PD.
police PD.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There'll be some interior wall renovation, nothing structural, building needs nothing.
Yeah.
Just move some walls around to accommodate there, how they want it set up.
Well, yeah, they're gonna have to do a whole bunch of setup. There'll be computers and
Yeah,
everything
exactly.
else that's gonna.
that place has probably 10 times the technical
Yeah.
Yeah.
supplies and software in it that this building does or the police department. It's got quite a technology
Yeah.
setup in it. It's got its own tech room,
Yeah.
there won't be a lot.
It's pretty good.
Well, I mean, it sounds like a good deal.
Yep, it is. Go ahead, Amy.
Where's the co-op going? You know?
They, based on the number of calls, they just downsized and consolidated.
Oh, okay.
They don't need it anymore.
Half went to Meredith, half went to Conway.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So did the realtors say how they might market the police department?
It's gonna go on the MLS.
But did they say what kind of business they thought it might attract?
We didn't even get into that really, did you?
A wide range, frankly, is a 3-car garage or bigger, it could, I mean, who's ever money spends is gonna walk away with it, I mean.
Oh, no, because sometimes they'll tell you like how to best market it, you know?
Well, we've hired an extremely good realtor,
Yeah.
and we have faith that he's from Verani, Berkshire Hathaway, out of
I know.
the Lakes region, so.
Okay, so they didn't give you any idea what kind of uses they thought it might attract?
Commercial.
Yeah, I mean, it could be
general.
commercial, resident, yeah, it's flexible, it's in the village district, so you have a lot of options when it comes to zoning. Go ahead, Don.
I have one more thing.
Sure.
And it's probably nothing, and I know you probably don't wanna hear it. I do not like the fact that you're using ARPA money for this. That was called, American Recovery Act money. You saved it. COVID's been over for a while. You held on to it and decided, oh, well, we got it. Well, we might as well spend it on this and save on this. It was supposed to be for recovery from COVID. End of story. I understand, but
It's
I
sitting-
don't,
it's
we
sitting
should have
in the-
never taken that money in the first place. That was
We're
my
not
bad.
gonna go down that road.
I know.
Any other, well, I'm actually, this isn't even public input, but I'm allowing it because
I know, I know.
So,
I'm
you
gonna
can,
leave it alone.
you leave that one alone.
Okay.
All right, so that's that news. Obviously, we went to court on 15 Moltenville Road, the Main Street lawsuit, we prevailed, the town, so stay tuned for those hearings on that. Whittier Bridge, we received a nice award from the New Hampshire Preservation Alliance, 2024. Matt, I, and TJ went the other day. It's a nice award on behalf of the town. It's obviously not us personally, but we accepted it on behalf of the town for the preservation of the historical bridge. They were very happy and ecstatic. The organization, many people there to talk to. They're gonna come and visit.
Is that open now?
The bridge?
Yeah.
The bridge has been
I
open.
mean,
It's just not,
you
we
can
haven't,
walk up to it.
well, you can walk across it.
Yeah, I know. You can't come to the other side.
No, because you got a whole culvert thing that collapsed and doing
There
construction.
was never a grand opening.
Did you
thing.
be, no, we haven't finalized it with parking and picnic tables, and once we get that, we've had storms and we've had a playful.
I know, I bring up things.
We've been
I'm
very busy.
sorry, I'm sorry.
Let's see, the rail bill that I had put in, it passed the Senate, it's going on consent calendar, which is huge. That means it's going right through the whole Senate. That means it's going to the governor. I don't see why the governor would veto it. I don't think so. Jeb Bradley's behind it. This is gonna be a win economically for this town if and when it happens. So it should be law, and that process should begin.
And that's just to do a study?
It is, but it's not just a study, it's to move it along. Once this, I talked to the deputy commissioner of DOT, he's in full support of it, so they're on board with it, so, which is good news. Okay. We have from BTLA relieving us, it's our final order. I'm just gonna read the last paragraph. This goes all the way back to the Masonic exemptions and the assessment practices of the town. We are fully compliant and where DRA wants us to be, or BTLA. The board finds the actions completed by the DRA and the town to satisfy the stated objectives in the limited reassessment order, page 8, which would improve the quality of the taxing district's program for maintenance and assessment equity, and to ensure that entities that qualify for exemptions receive them, and entities that do not qualify do not receive them. So we're following the process.
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah.
can I thank Assessing Clerk Jessie Oblinas? She was instrumental, her organization skills, and through the many orders of me having to gather documents, I never could have done without her getting them together for me in an organized way. So I hope she hears this, and thank you, Jessie.
No, I agree. Give her thanks on behalf of the board. I was a part of that with you. She did a
Yeah,
fantastic job.
you saw it's a lot.
She was
Several
invaluable
times.
in this process, so, because of the amount of record transactions that had to occur. Let's see. Final thing is, don't shoot the messenger. We got our updated school, Governor Wentworth Regional School District payment. The amount up over last year, there's an increase of $1.5 million over last year. This is gonna increase your tax bills, has nothing to do with us. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, I'm just saying those are the numbers that are coming. But this won't be reflected until your December tax bill, not your July 1.
Can I ask a question about
Sure.
something to do with the state? Is there a bill going through the state right now that's gonna allow people to put a cap on that? On the school budget?
There was a tax, you can already put a tax cap on school, or a matter of fact, any budget, the town would have to adopt the RSA, and you can set a cap as to whatever percentage you want.
Oh, I
Municipality, school.
thought it was going through right now.
There is another bill, I forget the details, there is something with the tax caps, but they're gonna allow them to adjust for inflation and population or something. But you can already do a tax cap if you wanna submit it through a petition.
Okay, I got one more thing, because
Sure.
I listened to the House meeting discussing this, and they said that the population in the public schools have declined over the last couple of years by 30%, so I'm trying to figure out why their costs are increasing if their pupils are going to homeschooling and charter schools over the last couple of years.
You gotta go ask the school board, I can't ask.
They also have a $220 million surplus in the education trust fund. So I'm still lost as to why it keeps costing us more at the local level.
Okay.
Okay, I'll leave it
No,
alone.
thank you. Well, we've had a lot of public input. Is there any other public input? I can open it again, because technically, that was all outside of it, but
Yeah.
it's, no other public input? Okay. Brian, Sue, got anything?
Thank you.
Matt, TJ? Did I forget anything that we were, I'm just trying to make sure, and a lot I was
I
talking
think we
about.
got it that I'm aware of.
You just check my little notes here, make sure. No, I think that's everything.
One thing, John,
Go ahead,
the
TJ.
we'll end with the best thing. May 25th is going to be the kids fishing derby in Moltenville Road, right at the mill pond. I am going to close the road again. Just the 1 year that we kept it open, everyone was there. It wasn't. We don't need cars going through there. The donations this year it's turned into something that I don't want to turn donations down, but it's got to the point of that. LL Cody's and Arrow gave us everything that we bought at cost. Pine River Sand and Gravel donated instantly. We actually have some people here that donated already. Napa is paying for all the fish that we're putting in it. They've been unbelievable. Everyone that's donated, this is not out of the taxpayers' money. The volunteers that I have, it's awesome. They want to have a meeting. I still have not received the permit, but New Hampshire Fish and Game guarantees that I'll get it, but I'm advertising for it, I'm gonna have it anyway, so. I'm gonna have a meeting with the volunteers here in the next week or two to get everything together. We have the trailer. If anyone hasn't come and see it, I really think you need to come see it. It's one of the biggest events I've seen, and it's gonna be good this year. We got some prizes that LL Cody's put together that are a little different. It's not all fishing. Some camping stuff like that, but about every kid will leave with something. Pizza Bar and the Meter family and McIver family, they're actually donating a lot of their time and a lot of prizes, so that pretty much every kid does leave with something.
What about pizza? I'm just kidding.
They actually, this year, Brian actually helped me out with the name of Kathy's business up there.
Green Acres Farm Stand.
Green Acres Farm Stand. She is trying, I know it's Memorial Day weekend, I hated to do it on that weekend, but I had to go around other fishing derbies. She's actually working on coming down and making egg sandwiches for everybody, and she's phenomenal. She has good food up there. She's coming all the way from Pittsburgh for this, so. Like I said, I can't thank anybody enough, especially the volunteers. It's pretty awesome to watch, and if anyone wants to come down, it'll be May 25th in the morning, so.
Are you gonna post it early and advertise so the residents know it's gonna be closed?
I will. It's been posted already as far as Justin putting it on Facebook, but I'm announcing it now that we're gonna close it.
Should probably get it on the webpage.
We'll put it on the webpage, and Moltenville will be closed. Ossipee PD helps us out. Center Ossipee Fire Department helps us out, so it works out pretty good, and it's just a fun day for everyone to see, and hopefully the fish bite, I guess.
Well, that's the key. Hopefully good weather.
They're not biting now.
All right.
They're not in there yet. I know where they are.
You're not
No,
gonna
but
announce
they're
them.
still not biting, Dave.
What's that?
When they releasing the fish, you're not gonna. You put
So
signs
that's
up.
the only thing that we do ask is when we release the fish, we try to do it a little bit early so that they get acclimated to the weather, to the water. And we do ask people not to fish it for those few days. We put signs out, but it's for the kids, so if they can wait a little while, there's gonna be plenty left in there. They put almost 1,000 fish in there, so there's gonna be a lot of fish.
Great.
Did you close the mountain road too?
That's a good take.
I did close the mountain road just down to your house last year, and I probably will do the same. We kind of take out the whole road anyway, so
We
no
do,
one
it's,
can.
there's too many cars, too many
Yeah.
cars passing by.
Yeah.
Okay, being nothing further, I make a motion to adjourn. All those in favor? Aye.
4:46.
Yes. I think that's a good thing.
Oh, that's the best thing. They come to understand.
They've been doing that for years. I remember when I used to go to the fishing derby with my daughter.